this is, first of all, I think it's a great idea for us to do these trailers. I kind of came up with them as a, by the way. And now I've realized that a lot of people look at the trailers on YouTube and they do engage with the reels from them, and they also engage with the final product. So it has been very, very useful.
Wonderful.
So not to keep you back, because I know you're always busy and I appreciate you taking the time. So I'm going to ask you the very quick question, and I have another question, then we call it a day. So in your experience as a chief of staff, as an executive coach, as a person who have walked in those corridors of power, and especially as a Black woman and as the daughter of immigrants, which is something that always has to come into the conversation. What's one mindset shift every woman, not just Black women, every woman needs to acquire to lead in rooms she wasn't invited to?
I love that question, because I think about the times where I felt like maybe they didn't expect to see my face. More importantly, they didn't expect that I was going to have a voice and a narrative. I don't have to be invited to that room, but I have to feel very comfortable in my own power to know, regardless, I know who I am. I know what my value is. And if you don't see it, that's fine. As long as I see it and I deliver against that value, that's all that's important to me, because those who I associate with and those who value my work immediately will understand the impact that I have. I think, like you said, there's moments where you feel like you weren't invited to the party. Okay, well, then I'm going to throw my own party, and I will invite those who understand what I'm trying to do. And I'm going to maximize everybody in that room, including myself. And the outcome is going to be so much better, because Black women just naturally think inclusively. It's not something that we have to be told to do. It always makes me smile when someone says, yeah, we want to make sure that we're adopting these philosophies. We live those philosophies. You don't have to tell me. I think that way naturally. And so that's the mind shift that I would tell people is, understand that you have so much power in yourself and tap into that power, because those who don't understand or don't see you, it's okay. They never wanted to in the first place. So they're not a part of the equation.
Quite right. And we have to also think about not just adding value, but creating impact.
Yes.
Impact is the word. The word for 2025, which I have shared on more than one occasion, is dominate. There is space for you. Don't ask for permission.
Yes.
Don't ask for permission. Create impact. For me, what's one thing you would say to someone who is like on the fence? I am not a chief of staff. This may not have any impact on me, on my place in the organization. I might just be an entrepreneur. What is the one thing you want to say to those women to tell them, pull up a chair and listen? There may be something here for you.
So I have been very privileged to talk to so many individuals who did not know or understand the chief of staff role. And when we sit down and I break it down for them, are you a person who, when you have a challenge, you're just thinking about solutions? Are you a person who like we talked a little bit about not needing to have permission, just being, just doing? Do you naturally see the big picture? And you can break it down. When we start to talk about what are the skills that are needed to be a successful executive, and oh, by the way, this particular role is called a chief of staff. This is the person who literally is looking at everything, understanding how things are being. It's a role that women naturally step into and excel without necessarily thinking about it, because those are just skills that we have inherently. I would say challenge any thought that says, I don't know if I can, and run with the thought that says, why couldn't I? Why not me? And what do I need to do to be able to step into that space?
And you are quite right. There's something that I also want to put in, and it comes from all that you have said. And it is this: If she can run a house, then she can run a business. Then she can run a country. Then she can run an organization. Then she can be the vanguard for change.
Absolutely.
As you rightly said, these are innate gifts.
Yes.
Let's maximize them. Let's create value and let us create this impact in 2025. So thank you, Anne Marie. Thank you, Anne Marie. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you on Monday.
Fantastic.
Bye, Anne.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.